Welcome to this Elegance Masterclass. So, I see there are quite a bit of people right here. Welcome. I'm just so honored to welcome you here. So, before I start anything, I just want to make sure that you hear me and that you see me. That would be a good thing too. So, please tell me if you see me, if you hear me, and where you're from. I see Nancy, hello, from Oregon. Sylvie, bonjour. Yes, good evening from Istanbul. So you see me and you hear me. All works here. Welcome. I'm excited. I'm a little bit also not stressed, but I'm on this edge of showing up as best as I can right now, and I'm also just so honored and happy to welcome you all, and so grateful for the interest that you have in my work. And I have many things to share with you tonight. So thank you for being here. Holland, Denmark, Canada, Miami, Bavaria, Chicago, oh my goodness, Buenos Aires, Chile, North Carolina, oh gosh, Florida, California, Karen, oh hello Karen. Yes, I see people who are in my programs right now who are participating. Oh, thank you so much. Belgium, Wisconsin, Texas, Netherlands, Alabama, Quebec, oh my goodness, Argentina, well, Algeria, Netherlands. Oh, I'm just so grateful. So lots of work to do. So let's dive in. So the program for tonight, just to tell you what's going to happen right now. So first of all, I'm going to dismantle 3 beliefs that prevent you from living the elegance that you want to live, okay? And preventing you from stepping fully into the elegant lifestyle you are dreaming of. Because we have a lot of information, you know that. We can have information, but why are we not getting where we want to be? It's not a question of information most of the time. Well, a little bit, but not that much. It's mostly a question of inner blocks, a question of mindset, okay? So I'm going to treat that. And also, we're going to go through the 3 pillars of elegance. These are 3 things that you must check to see if, like, your outfit is elegance. So I will give you 3 pillars to check. Okay, is this right? Is this right? Is this right? Okay, then now I can consider that my outfit is elegant, for example. And if they're complete there, then that will give you some guidance to see how you're going to be more mindful and aware about this. When you're attentive to those 3 pillars I'm going to talk about, then you will adjust, and you will then get to where you want to be in terms of elegance and in terms, therefore, of lifestyle. And it cannot be otherwise. I mean, if you follow the recommendations, not the rules, but the principles, this is all the very interesting thing here, is that with me, of course, you'll get some sort of rules. But what's interesting is not the rules, because rules are made to be broken, and we're all unique. And what we must be mindful about, most of all, is the principles. Because when we get the principles, then you are able to adapt. You don't need me next to your closet when you're going to dress up tomorrow morning, for example. Principles are just so powerful, and this is how I teach. And also, to be very clear with you, is that I will present my summer edition of the Elegance program that I ran this winter for those who want to go further with me and get all the tools and resources to really get, the fine tuning, the coaching, and access to all the support needed to uplift your lifestyle really significantly. And for this summer edition, I'm really happy because stay tuned because I have new things coming up, and there will be extra support, coaching, group coaching from my part, and there will be a new workshop on how to travel and how to go through summer. And also, and this has been in my heart for quite some weeks, since maybe February, I'm going to add as a free bonus to the program I'm presenting you tonight, a wonderful 21 days of Elegance activation. And this is going to be very powerful because it's going to be 21 days in a row with me live to practice and get inspired and raise your confidence and elegance very concretely. So I'm going to talk to you about this also. So I know, well, most of you come, of course, from Instagram. Maybe some of you have been following me for a while. Maybe you don't know me that much if you just like fell into my Instagram account very, very shortly. So let me introduce. So I created this French Elegance and More account on Instagram on the basis of my professional and personal experience, because there are two things that I propose, and this is what makes, I think, my approach unique, is that I've been passionate about personal development for over 25 years, well, because it helped me so much go through many life challenges. And at some point, well, I became a therapist and a coach myself. So for over 12 years, I've helped like hundreds of clients, and I help them gain clarity, gain confidence, do a lot of stress management, emotions. I even wrote a book that you can find in French called The Power of Emotions, but it's in French, not yet translated in English, but it's on Amazon. One day I'll think about that. And also healthy lifestyle. I'm a life coach, okay? So, and I especially help my clients find alignment, whether it's in their business, in their life, in their projects, in their relationships. It's finding alignment with who they really are. And in Elegance, it's the same thing. So I really use my professional and expertise as a therapist, as a life coach. And I've done so many different things in my life. Also, I've been a parenting coach. I was an artist. I was a painter. I was a piano teacher. Well, I've done quite a bit of stuff. And so I will be able to coach you on Elegance too, as I'm using, well, all of this expertise as in personal development and in therapy and all of that. But also I'm using my family heritage, my family background, because I've been taught in my family manners and elegance of the traditional French high society. And I've always loved these subjects and enjoyed a lot transmitting them to my 4 children. I have a son who's 26, and then I have 3 daughters, 23, 20, and 13. If you follow my Instagram stories, you probably see a lot of Sophia because she's the only one left at home, except that today I had my 3 daughters together, because tomorrow it's in France. There's how do we say that? It's a vacation day in all France. And I'm French, of course. I forgot to say that. I live near Paris in Versailles. And I just love transmitting all of who I am with my children, of course, and my clients, and with you today. So, and I also have this artistic experience because I've been a painter a lot too in my life. And I have also, as I said, piano teacher. Well, I have this artistic approach, and this artistic eye helps me a lot also to advise. And I also have a lot of intuition, which is a good guide for me. And I'm I'm an intuitive person. And I'm also spiritual, and that helps me a lot to feel and guide my clients to reveal who they really are, to be more at ease and have more confidence. So you hear me shuffling my pages around here because I've taken notes, and I just realized that I wanted to tell you something that was on the corner of my notes right here. And I wanted you to listen to this masterclass in a specific way, because I don't want you to check the box of the mind and say, okay, what can I get out of this? Where are the tools? Where are the tips? Okay, what can I write on my list right now? I want you to listen to this masterclass, and this is important, with all your being, because we're not just our mind, we are our heart, we are our body. And if you want to get the most out of this, you have to listen to this with your whole body and heart, your soul. And be careful, because I'm going to say a lot of common sense. A lot of things you're going to say, oh yeah, okay, I know that. That's not new. Well, I knew that. But you know that common sense is not common practice. And what will be revolutionary in your life is when you start practicing every single day the common sense. And that is when you put a revolution in your life. And that's when you get results. I mean, this is a skill. This is a discipline. This is practice. Okay. And I'm going to spray, this is what I wrote. I'm going to spray questions to you. And so that I will invite you to ask yourself those questions. And you will see those are just like they sound so basic. And I completely understand, because I've been, as I told you, for 25 years on this personal development journey. And at first I was coming a lot with my mind and with a lot of doubt, being suspicious and being, trying to wait for the thing that would change. And I would let all those questions that I will ask you today, invite you to ask yourself today. And I just would put them on the side because they were too broad, too boring, too this, too that. That was my ego. And I realized that my life changed the day I really took those questions seriously and started applying them on a daily basis. And that's why I really wanted to mention this, because if you want efficiency, change, transformation, and really upliftment, you have to take these questions seriously. Otherwise, you're going to say, well, it was nice. And then you're just going to move on and nothing will change, or not much. So this is an important point. And this is key to practice and to be intentional with this every day. So know that you have the power in you. When I started to lean in that and really not just understand in my mind, but really feel it in my body and soul that, oh my goodness, I have more power than what I think I have, things began to really shift in my life. And I'm going to tell you a little bit of my story right now. The thing is, you have to decide and practice. So every day it's like a yes to life, and every day it's like practice. So every day I say yes to life, and every day I practice, and every day I go up and down, and every day I fail, but every day I still move on. And some days I'll feel stuck, and some days I'll move on. But at the end of the weeks and the months, if I still move on with this spirit, well, transformation is there and cannot be otherwise. So I really invite you to feel also the energy. I hope you can feel it, the energy that I am spreading to you with my heart and soul right here, right now, because this masterclass is designed not only, well, of course, I'm going to talk about specific things, but it's also to wake up your own heart and soul so that you can get inspired and be motivated to come up, to get up and make your life feel brighter wherever you are at. And of course, at the end, I will answer questions. So stay tuned. So So this is today. I was telling you where I was at today as a coach, as a therapist, and helping others people align with who they really are. And that is what I do with coaching, with Elegance. It's just revealing who you really are. We're going to go more specific in this, but it's important also for me to share you a little bit of my story, because life wasn't always this way, of course, because years ago when my children were little, well, at that time I had three, and my second daughter, so my son and my two daughters, was a baby, and I faced just really lots of challenges, and my life was just like falling apart, and my health, relationships, trauma, just like, everything just came up. And when my children would come home from school, what they saw was, they saw their mother either sad, crying, grumpy, anxious, or exhausted in bed. And I didn't even know how to cook at that time. Now I am, I'm good. And I kept thinking, well, one day when I recover, when I heal, when I have the time, when I have the energy, when I have the confidence, when my children grow older, I probably you too tell yourself this sort of thing, when things will get better. Does this resonate with you? Tell me in the chat if this way of thinking, when my mother gets better. Today I received a message of someone telling me, okay, I'm taking care of my mother, so how can I be elegant today? Or I'm taking care of my children. This is not the time. Or I'm exhausted, or I'm going through tired periods. Yes. Okay. And we have this mindset of telling ourselves, when things and circumstances will get better, then I'll think about elegance. I'll think about uplifting my lifestyle. I'll think about taking care of myself. I'll think about being a better mother. And yes, I see that in the chat. Many of you have been in this. Yes. But the thing is, nothing changed. I mean, I kept swimming in a sea of everlasting pain and frustration. And I'm sure lots of you know what I'm talking about. And I just got it backwards. And the day I turned things around, I mean, everything changed. And at some point, I realized that life could end anytime. I mean, and I asked myself this courageous question. And I said, what would I want? Because I was really in a bad shape. What would I want my children to say about me later on in life? How was life at home? What memories would they keep from me? Oh my goodness. And the answers, when I asked myself that question, were not very positive, okay? That was just a huge slap in the face, if I can say things like that. And I kept telling myself, well, what if life ended too fast? I mean, was that what I really wanted for my children, for my family, for my husband, for myself? I mean, was that the memories I wanted to leave behind? I mean, oh my goodness. So I know this is sort of like the dramatic questions, but paradoxically, this is a paradox. When we face when we face death, then automatically there's more life that appears. And this is what happened. Well, I didn't want to have any regrets at the end of my life. And time just goes by so fast, right? And you know what really matters at the end of our life? Only one thing will matter. Love. Love, love, love. And at that time, what will really matter is, and what the questions we will ask ourselves is, did I show up for love, for myself, for my loved ones, for the others, for the contribution for the world? Did I make love my priority? So I realized, I mean, that was a huge slap in the face. It was a huge breakthrough. It was hard, but my goodness, I had to hear it. And so I realized that now was the best moment to start implementing the principles of heart-centered elegance because they're so uplifting. Well, at least the way I teach them and at least the way I got them. And that's how you'll get a piece of it today. And so, I mean, now, in fact, when you really think about it, now is the only moment the only moment I have, the only moment we have to choose, to make decisions. It's now. I mean, 5 minutes ago, it was now, right? And in 5 minutes, it's still going to be now. So our power, I mean, it lays in the now. And if we want our now of tomorrow, of in 3 weeks, and 3 months, and 3 years to be different from now, if you follow me, we've got to make changes and decisions now. Hope you get that because this is fundamental. And so now is the only moment to make the decisions to be a pretty mother, for example, or to be an elegant woman for our loved ones, our family, our friends, our clients, and for yourself in front of the mirror. Now is the moment to celebrate the life that has been given to us to live, no matter what we're going through. Because I know sometimes are hard. My goodness, we all know that. But life is just so extraordinary. And we also know that too. So when are we celebrating it? Well, every single day, life flows in our veins right now. So now is the moment where we get to choose. So I know, you see, this is me. I go way high into wisdom. And then my next sentence is now the moment where you can choose between wearing leggings or a comfortable, pretty dress. My dress today, I like it, you see? It's flowy. This is my style. Probably not yours. It doesn't matter. I'm not here to put my style on you. I'm here to help you reveal your style, okay? And you see, well, now is the only moment where you have the power of decision. So what are you deciding? Wearing the plain old leggings or jeans or always the same stuff? Or wearing this dress is so comfortable. It's just great. So now is also the only moment where we can make the choice to either bark at our family from across the house, or choose to have full eye contact with our loved ones and connect more deeply with them. So we don't know about tomorrow. We only have now. That's the only assurance we have for now. And the only power we have is in the present moment, because past is past and future is unknown. So now is the moment for us to change. And all our power lays in the now. So when I realized that years ago, everything started to change for me and my family. And this is how powerful the Elegance principles are. And the way I teach them in my Elegance program that I will present to you today to increase your confidence in all life situations, because it's all about how you show up, how you speak, how you carry yourself, how you dress. It's all about deep principles and how to uplift your lifestyle. And I'm not a quick fix lady. I mean, of course, I can give quick fix advice, but you won't have me next to your drawer. So I'm here to give you principles where you can take responsibility and feel and accommodate them and align them to who you really are. So I prepared a little bit of slides here. So because I thought it would be nicer that you see my face completely at start at least. But I also prepared a little bit of slides which can be inspiring. So we'll see at the end. I'll come on and off. I'll do that intuitively. Start presentation. Here we go. So, do you see my slide? Not sure. Previous. I'm not sure you see my slide. Oh yeah, I think you see. Just checking with you. No, you don't see my slides. Yes, you see them? No slide. Okay, I'm sorry. Probably didn't get the, oh, start. I didn't press start. I didn't see the button start. Oh, here I am. So, here, next. I'm not always totally familiar with technique things. So, here we go. One thing that a lot of my clients tell me is that I make elegance doable, attainable. That's their words. You see that I have a little client's testimonial says that you have made me realize elegance is attainable. And I love that you're providing us the tools and find us our own elegance instead of giving us a recipe to copy. And this is totally my goal here. And yes, this is the first thing I want to tell you, because and this thing I didn't myself believe completely. It's about being elegant. Elegance. I want you to put that in your head. It's simple. It's easy. It is quick, and it should be fun. And I will tell you why in a moment. But believe it or not, even with what I was taught, I still had some kind of resistance around this concept because I was tired. I had these young children. I was in bad shape, blah, 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 all of that. And I thought my conditions were an excuse. I repeat, how many of you think your conditions are an excuse that prevents you from being elegant? Because this is one of our blocks. If you think, oh, it's complicated. Oh, it's going to take me hours. Oh, it's not so fun because I have to figure it out and it's not easy. Well, all of that, of course, elegance seems to you hard, but I'm here to tell you it's so much more simpler than you think. I promise. And you know what? That time when I thought that my conditions were an excuse, I just didn't give myself permission to fully live being elegant in an easy, quick, and fun way. But it is. Okay, so my question now, right now, what kind of mindset do you have around elegance? Do you look at it as something simple, quick, easy, and fun? Now, measure yourself from 1 to 10, how easy it is. And I mean, what's your mindset? Being 1 or 2, oh, I have to make a little bit more progress. Or 5, 6, 7, no, let's say more 8, 9, 10. Oh, I'm on the top of the world. Let me check a little bit what you're going to tell me with those numbers. It's totally an excuse. I'm scared to leave my comfort zone. Yes, of course. So, 0, is that possible? Oh, Susan, we're going to get that up right now. 5, 6, 3, or 4. Okay, it's okay, okay? Breathe. We're here for, because elegance is all about self-love. 2, 5, 6, 4. Okay, I think we agree. We have a little progress to make here, and it's fine. I mean, there's no, don't, how do you say that in English? Don't slap your back for that. I mean, don't harm yourself. Don't think, no. We're going to uplift that, okay? It's fine. So start believing. Start putting your mindset and say, okay, it's simple, it's easy, it's quick and fun, okay? So that's the first thing. Next, there's another thing. I want to dismantle another belief. Many people think that elegance is superficial, and I fell into that trap too. And I really had to get clear with that. Because, you know, sometimes I hear people say that with all what's going on in the world, it may not be appropriate to talk about outfits, appearance, style, lipstick, whatever. I mean, I think we've all had some kind of thoughts. Of course, in pure elegance, there are times to speak. We have to adapt to situations. Sometimes we just have to stay silent in specific situations. But still, I mean, it's not because I don't know what's happening outside, inside in your life, in your whatever environment, that you must hold back. And I'm going to explain why. And sometimes I also hear people say that authenticity and heart matters are more important than chasing the material stuff, the latest pair of sunglasses or the new perfume just coming out for the summer or whatever. So let me put things into perspective that will help you take away all the guilt around this subject, which I know can be a little bit of prickly and tricky. Think about the memories you have around perfume, for example. I don't remember what's the next. Yeah. About perfume, for example, and the people you loved. Because the simple act of putting on perfume and how it still creates a long-lasting, deep memory. Just think about all the people you knew and that you still, I mean, you remember them, and it plunges you into those deep, loving, caring memories, and sometimes years past, right? Years ago. And think about all the people who inspire who still inspire you today, even after many years, and people who inspired you, well, maybe with their perfume, but in their style, in their outfits, in the way they carried themselves, whether they were people that you personally knew or people you saw on movie screens or on TV, whatever. And what does that do? That inspires you. It uplifts you. It makes you want maybe to do the same. It gives you ideas to do it maybe even better your way. This isn't superficial. And you know what? You cannot uplift others with fear and anxiety and being very preoccupied. You can only help this world. Hear me. You can only help this world be a better place with love, beauty, and compassion. Nothing else can really help besides those elevated emotions. And when you do something as simple as putting on perfume, if you like it, of course, or any other things like wearing your beautiful scarf or responding with elegance to the people who talk to you or paying attention to eye contact and posture, you honor the life within you and within others. You honor the sacredness of life. You love and respect you, others, and the sacred of life by doing so. So the extra beauty you are putting in your life from inside your heart and on you and around you, that impacts and uplifts. I remember, this is just an example, but years and years ago, I was pregnant for one of my children, don't remember which one, but I was in the hospital because there were problems, and I remember this nurse, she came into my room because she was the night nurse, for the night. And she smelled so good. I mean, all nurses were not like that. She had a beautiful necklace. She had perfume. She put on bright red lipstick. And that was years ago, maybe 23 years ago. Maybe it was my second. And oh my goodness, I was at the hospital. My heart was like wobbly. My mood, everything was wobbly. And I had this person looking at me in the eyes, and she was just like elegant. It helped me feel comfortable. It helped me feel safe. You see, I didn't, this is not in my notes. And this happened 23 years ago. I think it was for my second child. And I'm just inspired to tell you this story right now. So stop telling you this is not appropriate. Of course, you're not going to go, I don't know, at somewhere where wearing bright red stuff and, I don't know, to whatever. You have to adapt, of course, and I'm going to tell you. But it doesn't mean that you cannot be still elegant in the way you act, speak, and dress. Okay. So that now next. here. And so the third common block that prevents us from living a more elegant lifestyle is perfection. And we tell ourselves so many things around elegance. We are just making it harder. And it's always, listen to this, it is always a question of, I am not enough for the perfection I would desire. Repeat this. Really understand this. I am not enough for the perfection I would desire, because we tell ourselves so many things. We don't have the right body. We don't have the time. We don't have the energy. We don't have the money. We are scared of what others will think of us. We're not sure we can go all in and dare. And oh my goodness, what are people going to think? Or can I give myself permission? Do I deserve it? All of that. Well, by telling us all of that, we just create a gap between where we are right now today and where we want to be. And it seems like a mountain to climb. But that is a strategy of our mind, because the strategy of our mind is to help us, is to remain into the known. Even if the known is uncomfortable, our mind does not know the unknown. Does not want to go in the unknown because we're scared of what if the worst happens. Okay, this is our survival system. So our mind creates a lot of strategy and tells us so many things and reach out for so many excuses. I want elegance, but I want it, but I want it, but. Just look at it. I invite you. I mean, this elegance class is for you to reflect. It's a time you are offering yourself some time to reflect about this and just look at this with curiosity, with a little bit of laughter, of humor, and oh my goodness, realize, oh yes, oh my goodness, I say, I want this but. Oh my goodness, how many times I say it. I just, yes and but, and yes and but. I mean, I'm the same. I do that for so many things too. But let's put a little more awareness in this. But I'm here to make elegance simple, quick, easy, and fun. So that you can really uplift your lifestyle with who you are today. We're not here for perfection. I mean, my work is not a perfect fashion magazine with filters, which can be very inspiring. And that's beautiful. Go and see all the inspiring work of others. But be careful, because that can also be out of reach. And I'm here to make elegance easy. And, you know, we all have also our body stories. Let us not be stopped by that and by our negative thoughts and beliefs. So yes, it's easy. And another thing I want to say is that it's easy to be elegant for a special occasion, okay? But if you want to uplift your lifestyle, you need more than just a quick advice for, I don't know, the wedding you're going to or the special party. I mean, life is happening every day, not just on special occasions. And it is possible for you to uplift your lifestyle with who you are today. You have a life to live and to celebrate no matter what is going on. And you see, I show up on my Instagram. I mean, sometimes I have stains on my outfits, but I'm living life. And it's still better to be elegant with a stained outfit than not elegant at all. Even, of course, we're going to avoid being stained at special other occasions, of course. But my point here is that I don't want you to stop. Because the conditions around you are not the perfect conditions. We have a life to live, and we have to celebrate life no matter what is going on in our life. Because the day I started to do that, even if what I was living was so hard, that was what made everything shift. You have happy days, you have sad days, you have babies in your arms, children to take care of, you have business, you have cooking, appointments, driving, you have wind, rain, sun, you have sleepless nights and sore feet, you can be tired or you can be full of energy. I mean, this is life. It's not a perfect fashion magazine. So my point here is to help you deal with your life. I mean, real life. So that you can feel elegant for yourself in front of the mirror, for the people who see you in real life, for your clients, for your boss, for your lover, your children, your guests, your friends. And this is real life elegance. And at the same time, I know what you're supposed to do and how you're supposed to behave in certain circumstances. And it's also okay not to follow all the rules. I mean, the things. I mean, sometimes I'm being rude. Sometimes I interrupt people when speaking, and I catch me. And then sometimes I just do it. And I'm not perfect too. And I don't want you to be perfect, because I don't want you to stop preventing you from being elegant. Let's do it in the imperfection of life, but still, let's do it. So, what are the 3 things you must be aware of and that you must develop if you want more elegance? And first of all, and first and foremost, do you know why? Now listen to this. Do you know why we want more beauty, more elegance in our life? Well, the finish line of all this, we want to feel more alive. We want to feel alive. That is why we want more elegance, because you know what? Our body and our soul, our divine self, or call it whatever, your true self or your higher self, or I don't know, but your body, all of you knows unconsciously, a part of you, who you are deeply inside of you, knows that when you step into real, aligned elegance, we will feel alive. So you think you're coming here tonight to listen to, oh, how can I put my scarf tomorrow? Or how can I be more elegant? But in fact, that's what you think you want. But what you really want is to feel alive. That's what you want. And I'm talking about your and unique personal elegance, not mine, not the one people tell you should be or have, etc. Yours, your elegance. And elegance, how to make elegance feel alive. This is your little checklist. I know it sounds very common sense, but my goodness, when tomorrow morning you're going to be like dressing up for the day, you're going to ask you these questions. Okay? Elegance should make you feel joy. We all crave to feel more passionate, more vibrant, more alive. I mean, put the adjective or the word behind the right word for you. I'm just spraying words like this, hoping that maybe one will be just right for you, but choose the word. But you see what I mean. We all want to feel passionate. We all want to feel more vibrant. We all want more aliveness in our life. It feels so good to feel alive. Remember the moments when we were children, chasing the ball and running out, and now we're just like, oh, sometimes it's tiring, okay? So what we want is feel alive. And feeling fine, now be careful with this. Feeling, oh, I'm fine, I'm okay. Well, actually, it feels familiar. It feels comfortable because it's familiar. But in fact, it's boring. Think about it. You don't want to feel okay. You want to feel alive. I mean, this is what life is meant to be, to experience. Okay, we have ups, we have downs, but we're here for the ups too. We're here, okay, we go for the downs, but there are reasons for downs, but this is not the point of this here, but I teach you a lot of that in my program. So our soul is craving for feeling great, not fine and good and okay. No, we want to feel alive. And a second thing also, elegance is beauty in movement. It's not stiff. It's not boring. And you don't have to force yourself to fit in or try to I don't know, don't put expression on yourself, be kind, just smile all the time. And no, that's not elegance. Elegance comes from the heart. Elegance is movement. Elegance is a dynamic. Elegance is energy. And it comes from within and it goes out to the world. That's why it's movement. So you must feel alive, joy, movement in your elegance. And the third thing is that being elegant is fun. Okay, it's playing with life, and it's trial and errors. It's messing up so that then you can choose better next time. It's making your experiences. We are too serious every day, and me too. I mean, I'm the first one too. I'm too serious. So let's stop holding back. And life goes by fast, and we want to feel alive. And so we've got to put more joy, more movement, more fun, and that's how you check. Tomorrow morning, for example, this is macro and this is micro. So if you want to check if your outfit is elegant, you have to feel alive and feel the fun, the movement, and the joy in your outfit tomorrow morning. But then on a macro way of seeing things, you can look at your life and say to yourself, well, if I reflect on my life right now, where am I at in the aliveness? Do I feel so much joy, movement, and fun? I don't know. So that's why I ask you this question. And so from 1 to 10, how do you measure yourself? How much do you feel alive? 0, 1 is not so good, and 10 is like super alive. Okay, how much do you feel alive when you dress in the morning? How much do you feel alive when you carry yourself throughout the day, when you interact with other people, when you do your tasks? And guess what? These questions, I mean, they're sort of boring questions, but if you take them seriously, and if you ask yourself, this is a tip, and I coach my people like this, and I coach myself, and I do it myself every single day. Before turning on this play thing and doing this masterclass, I aligned and I asked myself these questions. I already asked them on Sunday. How am I going to go through my week? How am I showing up, feeling alive? How do I want to interact? How do I want to feel? How do I want to go through my tasks, etc.? I asked that myself yesterday night. And I asked this myself before pressing play. So if you really want to uplift your lifestyle, it's about being intentional. And it's about having those quick questions and really responding to them before you do anything important. Taking your phone, okay, I'm going to call somebody, maybe my mother-in-law or my friend or my daughter, and how do I want to show up? How do I want to feel? Do I feel alive when I do that? I mean, these questions are just so important. So don't just say, oh yeah, okay, boring. No, these are real deep questions, and I invite you to really do them if you are ready for the thing. So let me check real quick what you are saying in the chat. 4, 5, 9, yay. 8, wow. 5, 7, 9, 8, great. So now, thank you for sharing. The second thing to increase your elegance is embodiment. Okay, I know this sounds like common sense. There's no embodiment, no elegance without embodiment, okay? Because in embodiment, there is posture, okay? There's a posture in your body. What is my posture? How do I move my body? But there is also the posture in your mind. As I was just saying, posture is also more profound than that. Is who do you want to be? How do you want to feel? How do you want to show up today with that person, this week, this month? Who are you? So those are very important questions, and that will guide you to their posture. Because if all of a sudden you say, hey, I have life. I mean, I have this sacred life flowing in my veins. You're not going to go walking like slump or just like in a clumsy way, if you really realize that, you're going to adjust your posture. And also there is mindset. What mindset will support you on the way? And I will teach you to spot the beliefs that do not serve you and activate the right mindset that will help you have this positive self-talk to feel so much more confident. And in my program, I have this Vortex program, which is a bonus, in fact. And one of my clients even left me a comment those last time, well, this winter, telling me that it was even more powerful than the Elegance program. And I know, because that is the basis of the law of attraction. It's the basis of how manifestation, and it's the basis of confidence, and it's the piece of how things are put together in our life. And it's just so powerful. I've been teaching that for over 10 years, and you have that as a bonus in this course. And it's all about embodiment, manifestation, confidence, a law of attraction, all of that. And also, when you embody elegance, so you have the posture, you have the mindset, and you are so much more deeply connected in your relationships with yourself and relationships with others, because true heart-centered elegance comes from an open mind and an open heart. And I teach you that inside my program, the principles that you need to develop to get that natural elegance up front in your life. I mean, you have to know that first elegance is already in you, and that you just have to activate it. That's why I included the 21 days elegance activation as a bonus, because we are going to meet live for 21 days. And of course, there will be the replays, but to be proactive and to activate your natural state of elegance. Because we all have our style. I mean, you see me, this is my style, but it's probably not yours, and it's unique. And even, I have 3 daughters, and maybe you think they look at me a lot. Well, they resemble me, but they're very different. And one of my daughters, when she wears something, if I wear it, it's just like, oh, it doesn't fit at all. It's not me. And vice versa. It's the same thing. So what is really important is that you get to be yourself. And so, question for you: how much do you think you have embodied elegance in your life? From 1 to 10, how much do you embody in the posture, in the mindset, and in the deep connections that you have with yourself, and nature, I can add, and others? Because elegance is not just putting on a dress or whatever. It's about so many deep levels. 1, 6, 6, 9, 8, 4, 3, good. 6, 8, 7, 9. That's very interesting. Next time I'll do a poll, because there's so many of you here that it's so interesting. Thank you for participating. And the last pillar here is harmony. It sounds like common sense, of course, for elegance, right? Harmony. But is it common practice for you? What I mean by harmony. What do I mean by harmony? And what I mean is finding harmony in the colors, the shapes, the patterns on your outfits. And I have a special workshop. Maybe some of you already have participated in it, because I see that I see some of you, you've already been in the Elegance program, I think. And I have a special workshop where I teach you how to find the right colors. And I have lots of little tips and tools so that you know if the colors fit you or not, if the shapes fit you or not, or do I have patterns for me, for example, they fit me. Well, it's my thing. I like patterns also because I'm very thin, and it's part also of my personality. So it's important that the colors, the shapes, and the patterns fit you, to your skin, your body shape, and also your personality and your mood. Sometimes there are things in my drawer, my closet that I know fit me very well, but I'm just not in the mood for that. So I'm going to teach you through my Elegance program how to know in what mood you are for, and how to navigate this, and how to try and how to get around all of this. That's why I'm so passionate about this. And the next thing is the style. Okay. When I mean harmony, it means harmony in the style. Does your style, what is your style? Because, and I mean, this is good for an outfit, for example, but you can ask yourself that question in your home. I mean, is there harmony in your home or in your outfit, in the style? Because if you have, I don't know, a kitchen, which is more like a farm or countryside kitchen, and then you have a living room that is very classy, very refined, and then you have another a room that is super modern with very bright colors. I mean, where is the harmony? And when I see outfits on people that do not fit, well, very often there's a problem of harmony. There's something in the outfit, either it's an item, either it's the groove, or the story that the outfit tells, that is not completely aligned. And that's important. And that's my third point. In harmony, there must be alignment with who you are, your soul, your body, your personality, your mood. And this is tricky because when you look at, magazines, and you try to have some kind of inspirations for your house or for yourself, for your outfits, and you see influencers, and you think, oh my goodness, this is so beautiful, so I'm going to buy that. But this is a trick because, well, it's beautiful on that person, but you're not the same. You are unique. And you've got to find your own harmony yourself. So you can have a very nice outfit, but if it doesn't fit you as a person, it will not pop the same way that you see the outfit or the house or whatever that you think pops for your neighbor or for your friend you see what I mean? So that's important to take that into consideration. You need to have this alignment. So my question to you now is, how much are you attentive to the harmony in your lifestyle, in your outfits, in your manners? And consider this question as it can be a very specific question or a very broad question. You see what I mean? Like today, this morning, I put this, my earrings, are they in harmony with my outfit, with my mood, with my personality? This morning, I felt like I wanted to wear this for tonight. And I was in harmony with this. But you can also say to yourself, okay, I'm going to go through my closet, or I'm going to go through my home decor, and I'm going to see what must go away because it's really not in harmony with me anymore. So you see, you can see this in both ways. But I promise that if you go through, your closet and wanting elegance, and you ask yourself, am I alive? If I feel joy and all the things we saw, do I feel I embody it? Is there harmony? And then when you have so yourself and you have the situation, because true elegance is about adapting to the situation and getting into that sweet spot, because you're not going to go to a wedding in flip-flops or in bathing suit, and you're not going to go to the beach in a wedding suit. I mean, so you have you and your outfits and who you really are and the way you want to have your home decorated. And then you have the situation. I mean, if you live in the mountains, or if you live by the beach, if you live in a tropical weather, it's going to be different. You see, I have a house in Burgundy, and there's no It's not about sailing. It's the sea is not there. I don't feel called to put, I don't know, curtains with boats in the rooms over there. You see, so it has to be with harmony in the situation. We have to adapt. So really check for an outfit for your life in general, the way you show up in your love relations, with your children, at work. Is there harmony? Is there elegance? Is there embodiment? Do you feel alive? That's really important. So now, let me introduce you my Elegance Foundations program. And this is unique, never seen on the market because of the background and the expertise and yes, all of what I put in there, because I've been a life coach, I've been a therapist, and you get all the secrets of the old money French families. Well, I can only speak from what I know, not old money from I don't know where, and you will be very surprised. I mean, we've had a lot of fun this winter when we talked about all the old money secrets versus the new money, the real French heritage of elegance, because, well, I give you the insights of what is really happening, and it's, I promise, not at all what you can see on Instagram, for example. And also I enrich it because, you know, I had to teach my 4 children, and this was a very important subject. And you know that when you teach children, if you say, well, this is a rule, period, well, today they will not. They will say, well, back off, or you'll understand that the information you want to teach them will not make it to them. So I really also had to revisit all the family backgrounds and traditions that I inherited to make them mine, and also I had to transform them and give them more meaning and yes, and make them good for myself, for my family, and find the true meaning. But I was helped a lot by my grandmother, because my grandmother loved to teach us about manners and elegance. She was also an artist, and she lived lots of things in her life, and she would always teach us how we should behave, like at the table, in social gatherings and all that. But she would also always give us the heart-centered meaning. And this is about French elegance. It is always a question of heart. So there's not too much sophistication. There is a lot of simplicity, and there is always a question of heart, about honoring the life within us, honoring the others, and so many different things. So in my program, I also talk about personal stories there, and I share a lot of how I do it with my children and how I've seen it also. So it's really fun, because you won't see that elsewhere, because you will see maybe coaches talk about etiquette and manners, but they sort of it was taught to them from the outside, and I'm very grateful, and I can teach you that from the inside also. So this is real embodied elegance for people to see and feel, and it's for you in front of the mirror. And so here I have a testimonial that, you see, you make elegance approachable and doable, and this is really my goal. I want it to be quick, easy, fun, simple. If you check those boxes, if you go through what I've given you today, it will help much more than you will think. So yes, always sharing from my heart. So yes, so in this program, you will discover, I'm going to go through this quick because I don't want to bore you, but there's so many things, processes. So as I said, a couple of minutes ago, I love spirituality. I love the wisdom. I love the principles, but I also love the concrete, the how do I do it? So in this program, you will have a lot of things up here, the fluffy stuff, but you'll get a lot of the practical stuff. I always, I've taught a lot of things also to engineers, to business owners, and I still do. I'm a business coach and I'm a life coach there, and so I always am sure to answer the strategy, the very grounded stuff, the mindset, and the energy, which is all the alignment with who you really are, heart and soul. So yeah, process for instant elegance. And I'm not kidding. This is instant elegance. And we're going to go through that in the 21 days also, which is a bonus. The secrets, principles, and manners of old money French families. This is really fun. How to be elegant without being a people pleaser or having your energy drained or feeling guilty. And this is really important because people think that to be, have nice manners, we have to put our hands this way and just smile this way and say yes to everything. No. And I show you, because I'm lucky to have the expertise and also, a little bit of experience, life experience with my 4 children. And like many of you, we've gone through a lot of life. Of course, I'm not 20 anymore. So there's a lot of wisdom here and a lot of personal development that will help you put boundaries also. And manners is absolutely not a question of being a people pleaser. And while I'm thinking here right now, I'm going to start offer, publish. So those who want to see my Elegance program, I hope you see it. Just please tell me if you see it, because I don't know where it is. If you see, there's a button where you can press and go see if you really feel called to go check and see the details of my Elegance program. I think it's on. Yes. Oh, thank you so much. So, how to set healthy boundaries, how to say no elegantly, because I'll teach you. Also the art of conversation, and how to show people your kindness and open heart without sounding cheesy or overdoing it. I mean, this is so important. We don't want to feel dumb or, stupid or outdated or stiff. No, we want to be alive, right? This is my goal for you. And you will discover how to stand confident in social interactions, conversation. I've been lucky to have, long dress balls in Paris when I was young, and this is so much fun. And so I've had to learn how to deal with, I'm getting in this room. I just know nobody, but how am I going to feel not like an idiot? And how am I going to make myself feel a little bit comfortable and confident in front of everyone who's there? So I give you lots of stuff on that too. What are some common faux pas? How to show up without making, how to show up without making them. Oops, that's probably there's a little error sentence there, but the problem with sophistication, yes, and the art of natural elegance and simplicity. And you'll discover how to let your personality and creativity glow elegantly, how to give yourself permission, because I give you a lot of advice, of principles, but the block that you face is giving yourself permission. So we get around your mindset and your blocks, and we go for a lot of self-love, and how to define your style, how to attract also the right outfits for you. And that's really important, because a lot of people ask me, what stores do you go to? Well, of course, I just go, to the stores next to me. I don't have like specific brands and I also play a lot with the opportunities that present themselves. And that is all about law of attraction, how to put myself and calibrate to what I desire. And then just how do I welcome it? So there's a person asking, how do I pay in dollars? You just pay and it automatically translates dollars into euros, the bank does it fine, because a lot of my clients are Americans or do not absolutely have the same money as euros. So don't worry, I just saw that question. So this is what one of my clients says: I'm now allowing myself to look for ways I can bring more beauty into my life. I am also giving myself permission to honor my true self and discover who that is. And that is so beautiful. This is what I wish for you. And you will also discover how to deepen your love relationships. And you will have the foundation of chivalry, elegance between men and women, the date, all the date nights. How do you ask people out? How do you respond? Do I pay the bill? All those things. Who says what? We're going to go through the masculine and the feminine energy. I have so many things to say on this because as a life coach, I coach people a lot about relationships. My clients, they come with sometimes with a business problem or an elegance problem, and then everything recalibrates in life. So we go over, and the children and all of that. So here's one of my clients says: my sincerest gratitude for you, to the incredibly beneficial class you conducted. Your expertise and dedication were evident, etc. I truly appreciate the effort. Yes, well, as you can feel, I over-deliver. I take a lot of pleasure doing this, and I am very attentive, and I do not take things lightly. I mean, this is my work. This is my commitment. This is what I'm passionate about. And this is also my intuition and the way I do things. It's also my gift to the world. I mean, I just feel so aligned when I do what I do, when I help my clients see a clear, feel so much more confident, gain clarity and all that. And so next to this, you have so many bonuses. The workshop, uplift your overall lifestyle. And these are bonuses, which means that you have classes, which are the foundations of the program. And these are bonuses. And you have over 1,605 euros of value of bonuses that are offered with the masterclass. Not the masterclass, the program. You have everything on makeup, hair, face, and makeup, and find your colors and outfits. I already talked to you about that. Of course, you have a workshop that I did about Christmas, which is all about dining etiquette. And what is new is the travel and summer workshop that is coming. You have the confidence Vortex program, which is my signature program, and the 21 days activation program. And also, which is totally new for this year, is that you have this classic access where you have the Elegance program. I added also a live Q&A question that will be in June. I will give you the date when it approaches, and where you will be able to ask me all the questions you want. And you have all the bonuses, plus if you want to join and have a VIP access, you will have 8 live group coaching sessions. And we're starting next Tuesday, held across 8 weeks. And we're starting May 7th. I mean, you're going to have to decide really quickly. And I will coach you. This is going to be for those who have the premium access. And you will have 8 weeks of exclusive group access on WhatsApp, where I will be there personally available to answer your questions, to offer guidance when you need it most, to offer, provide motivation. And it will also be a welcoming space for premium members to share ideas, outfit, home decor, and get direct feedback from me to help you elevate and support your journey to elegance. So this is like if you're all in for the big transformation, this is the place to be, because I will pour all my energy, all my heart, and all my availability to help you really get into this uplifting your standards, uplifting the process, uplifting the elegance. And it's just going to be an overall uplifting shift for your life. So this is so great. And just what I want to add is that forget about trying to be perfect. Okay. And start glowing your unique personal elegance now so that you can feel confident in all life situations. And life goes by fast. Now's the time you can choose for yourself, for your loved ones, and for the world. So let's embark together. Do you have any questions? So what questions can I answer right now? I'm just checking. Yes. I love the idea of weaving elegance into all aspects of life. Of course. I mean, elegance is not just showing up at a restaurant or it's showing up at a dinner party. Of course, it's part of it. But if you are ready to want to uplift your lifestyle, I mean, it's going to be you elegant going. If you've been on my Elegance List newsletter, you saw that I had a newsletter on pajamas this week. I mean, it's also about taking care of yourself, going to bed. How can you be elegant in bed? I mean, for night. How can you be elegant for yourself? Because that's what it is. And for others, for your children, in all situations, not just for special occasions. Chivalry and elegance between men and women should be on every school's curriculum. Yes, I agree. I'm just looking if there are some questions here. Thank you. So many people are saying thank you. I'm so blessed. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, you love the post on pajamas. I'm happy. Thank you for the effort you gave us tonight. Yes, I practiced this afternoon. I changed everything last week. I did trials and errors so that it was good for you today. You enjoyed. It's hard to be elegant in workout gym. Yes, but you still can be elegant in your workout gym. You still can. I promise. I mean, I can respond and say, well, it's hard to be elegant when you're painting the ceiling. If you've followed my stories in the countryside, I do a lot of, we're renovating a house and it's full of spiders, of dust, of it's dirty as much as you can. And you still can be elegant even in specific situations. Thank you. So I think there's how do you sign up for your newsletter? Well, no problem. If you signed up for this class, you are on the newsletter. So you will receive my newsletter. It's called the Elegance List, and you will receive news from me even in an hour or so, just so that I can do the settings and send you the replay. And of course, if you want to share this masterclass to others, well, then send them to me either. Well, you can of course share this to them, but if they want to receive the Elegance List, then they can just sign up. It's in my Instagram bio. They can find me there. How to stop people making you feel bad when you feel good about yourself initially? Yes, that's a very good question. And that is just a question of practice and being clear of who you are and what boundaries you can put to really not be too, how do you say that? Not anchored. I mean, you have to anchor yourself in who you really are. And it gets a little bit of practice especially in the mindset, because most people know that mostly all of us on this world, when people are not nice with us, well, of course, we're going to react inside and we won't feel good. But the people who go over and who go beyond and who are not so touched about that, well, it's not that they have this magic or they're lucky because they just know how to deal with that. No, it's just practice. I have many people telling me so nasty, many things about what I'm doing. I mean, on Elegance here. But it's a practice for me that I've been practicing for some time, that I just leave that on the side. I do not pay attention to people that will drain my energy as I can. Of course, sometimes I just fall. I'm like everyone, but it is a practice. It's a practice about feeling alive. If you put your focus on, I want to feel alive, I want to feel good. And if you practice also a good communication to get around them and just put them back elegantly, you will find answers to how to manage that. How do you put on perfume? Oh, you probably didn't see my special little live on Instagram, because I invited one of my friends, Marie Urban, who is a perfumer. She creates perfumes for big brands around the world. And she says, like me, put perfume on as you wish, what makes you happy. What I do, this is what personally I do. I put it on my wrist because I can smell it this way, because I put first perfume for myself, because I just love my perfume. And first I just smell it and it makes me happy a couple of seconds. And then I put it behind my ears and on my chest. But this is the perfume I have right now is an oily perfume. So it's like a rolling stick. But sometimes I like perfume and I'll just like spray it on my clothes and that's it. The thing is, just be aware of not putting too much so that it's not too inconvenient for others. And that's it. I mean, it's just common sense. Do what makes you happy. That will always be my answer. What is Vortex program? Is it for confidence? Yes, it is for confidence. The Vortex program is a very deep program that I've been teaching over 10 years to business owners, to engineers, to all my clients, to people with big projects. And this is the program that absolutely changed my life, which means, you see, I just answered a question about how stop feeling bad when you feel good about yourself initially, etc. This is the program you need in that moment. Even though I talk about how to manage all of that in the Elegance program, but the Vortex program, which is a free bonus in the Elegance program, is about who you really are, how to be more confident in yourself and in your life, how to manifest what you desire. It's all about how it's a lot of pieces of puzzle that you will put together. And at the end of the program, you will say to yourself, oh my goodness, I get it. I could feel all these things. Some I felt, some I knew, some I did not know. But now I understand that I have a full picture of how I react to life, what are emotions, what is energy, what are my thoughts, how do I create things that are painful, how do I create things that I desire. And this program, which is a free bonus in my Elegance Foundation program, is just, I'm passionate about it because it just changed my life. It just totally changed my life. It is for confidence and so much wisdom, self-love, so many things. Great. Are they recorded alive? It depends. Both. Most classes, a lot of classes are already recorded. You have instant access. And some of them are new and live. And of course, then you'll have the replay. So there are new things that are coming up, like in 15 days, we're going to have the travel workshop, the summer travel workshop. Then end of May, I'm going to do another masterclass, and you're going to have the 21 days for Elegance activation that will be live. And also I'll stick a question and answer live for the program. And who knows, because today I had a brilliant idea, and sometimes I stick even more things because I listen a lot to my intuition, and it is very probable that I'm going to stick something else in there too. So, looking at if you have, how are the classes held? They're online, so you can have them from anywhere as long as you have an internet connection. Let me look at other questions and then I'll stop there probably. I don't want it to be too long. Is the vortex related to the law of attraction? Yes, I just said that I answered. Who makes your large brimmed hat? It's so beautiful. Oh, I just bought it on the internet. Thank you. My hat for my son's wedding. So, and I have a question. Why only few people are looking for the, yes, why isn't everybody going for elegance? Well, because people don't necessarily have the awareness that they are elegant by nature, and they don't always have the awareness and the desire to step in there. I mean, probably it's too deep in them, but it doesn't really matter the why they do this and why those people do that. What matters here is you. So if you think and look at, oh, what a shame, people are not elegant enough, etc. Okay, take that. I take good note of that. But what I want to say about this very interesting question is to say, okay, I take note that a lot of people are not paying attention to that. But let's not pour our focus there. Let's start being elegant ourselves, because the only way we can help and elevate this world is by being who we really want to see in the world. So let's just start with ourselves. And if we think that people around us are not changing themselves, are resisting, are not making any effort, or they're just having fun but not putting any effort in elegance, well, and if that is bothering you, that is only mirroring to you the fact that there is maybe a little something inside you that is not going to the elegance you desire. So be aware of all the energy that you put into look at people who are doing things according to you the wrong way. Just note, oh, okay, I don't like that. But then focus on what makes you happy and focus on what you want to see. Because as you focus on what you want to see, that is what you will manifest more in your life. So thank you, everyone. I want to stop here because I don't want it to be longer. And thank you so much for being here. If you have then any questions, I will answer it. Please write to me by email. At least I will see the questions more thoroughly, because on Instagram, sometimes I don't see there so many questions and so many messages that I try to respond to everyone, but it's sometimes, of course, I'm sure I skip some. And thank you so much for being here. And I just wish for you to feel at the end of this masterclass a little bit more motivated, inspired, and alive in who you are going to be for yourself in the following days. So thank you for being here, and I'll see you on Instagram or elsewhere. Thank you.